And that breaking news tonight in Birmingham, where a homicide investigation is now underway.
Sergeant Laquita Wade just arrived on scene. Let's hear what she has to say.
Okay, everybody ready? Sounds good. Okay, good evening, everyone. I am Sergeant Laquita Wade, Public Information Officer with the Birmingham Police Department's Public Information Division. And right now, our homicide investigators are on the scene of a homicide in the 1400 block of 12th Avenue North. At approximately 8:22 p.m., North Precinct officers were responding to multiple calls of a person shot. When officers arrived on the scene, they observed the adult male victim on the sidewalk, unresponsive and suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Birmingham Fire and Rescue Services arrived on the scene and attempted life-saving measures and transported the victim to UAB Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. The preliminary investigation suggests that a verbal altercation occurred between the victim and an unknown suspect who fired shots fatally wounding the victim. Right now, there is no one in custody, but if there is anyone who has any information about this case and wishes to give us a call directly, please call 205-254-1764, or if you wish to remain anonymous, please call Crime Stoppers at 205-254-7777. We will provide updates as they become available.
Megan here with ABC 3340. You seem to be investigating a lot around a car. Can you tell us the involvement or where maybe the shooting happened?
The shooting actually happened on the sidewalk on this side of the roadway. The victim was found on the opposite side of the roadway near that vehicle.
Was he near his vehicle, or do you know if he lived around here? Or?
We do know that the victim did live around this location. He was not inside of a vehicle.
Are you able to say an age range? Is he a young man, older man?
At this time, it's unknown.
You have a description of anybody that y'all are looking to talk to?
Hey, at this time, we're going to hold off on that information. However, I would like to share that if there are any residents in this area, in the 1400 block of 12th Avenue North, who may have any type of surveillance videos, that would include Ring doorbell cameras, so please give us a call or call Crime Stoppers and you will remain anonymous.
Can you say how many shots were fired and if ShotSpotter picked up anything?
There were no shot spotters in the area. Right now, I see markers tallying up about 6 or 7 shots.
This is the 6th homicide so far of January. There were 6 total homicides last year in January. Is this a concerning rate already for 2025?
We are concerned, just as we are with any homicide. No matter who the person is, we just wish that everyone would use some kind of conflict resolution, just as we always say. It is important to know that the Birmingham Police Department is doing everything that we can. We will make every effort, follow all of the evidence to make sure that that victim's loved ones receive some kind of justice. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That was Sergeant Laquita Wade with Birmingham Police Department going over the scene. This is a 1400 block of 12th Avenue North, a homicide investigation ongoing there.
Yeah, we do know the details are pretty limited right now. They did tell us, though, that it was an adult male that apparently lived in that neighborhood, found shot on the sidewalk and was transported to UAB Hospital, but died shortly after.
We do have a crew on the scene. We'll continue to gather information and get that to you as soon as we get it on air and online.